In today's video, we're gonna look at the overall market. The rate cuts are finally in. Today's FOMC happened. Jay Powell gave his speech, so we're gonna look at some sectors to be aware of for a massive move. I'm also going to be doing an update on some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video. Alright, y'all, let's dive into the charts. Right off the bat, we got the Nasdaq, and so far throughout the last like 4 days, we've been kind of chopping in this box right here. It hasn't really gotten above 19,800 for the Nasdaq. All right, resistance is at 20k. It's located right here. It's only a matter of time before we actually break through it. Today there was like a lot of volatility, especially intraday. Let's take a peek at the 5 minutes. It was just a whipsaw, just an up and down, and it pretty much went nowhere. But the only good thing about that is if you look at the bottom, the volume is increasing. It's the calm before the storm. Like if you go onto the to QQQ, for example, it was setting up as a bullish pennant, and plus we were anticipating that 0.25 to 0.50 point base cut, I mean. And we got that, and this thing spiked and it just stayed out here. The bullish pennant is still in play. My first thought when I see this thing is that it's gonna run up to 481, maybe 482. Obviously this is extremely sloppy, but this thing is still there. The structure is still there and it's trying to behave. So tomorrow, just patiently wait. The futures are up by 0.74%. Tomorrow it could be up by a full percentage. Like we could see an opening way up here, followed by an immediate run out the gates with big volume. Like I said before, the volume is increasing, which is something to note. Right now, let's look at the other indices. The Russell, I also had similar thoughts on this one. It had a bullish pennant also, which broke out from the FOMC. I do think there will be a retest of 225. Like the implied volatility on the contracts ahead of the meeting was high anyways, and the contracts themselves were very inflated. They should be cheap now, and tomorrow the opportunity would definitely, I think it's definitely gonna be there. So I'm watching IWM for a continuation long. It hasn't shown me that this is fake, obviously sloppy, but it can still make it once again. Let's look at the daily. When we zoom in on the daily chart, there's a massive bullish pennant that also broke out. All right, and as long as it stays above 217.5, it's still good. Obviously, again, like I said before, these little candles, these dojis, very nasty, but the trend itself is going in the right direction. It's only a matter of time before we start seeing full body candles again, like this one. Now with the VIX is retesting the 9 SMA. We have shorts right here. We got the retest of this previous level, previous support became new resistance. So tomorrow, watch the thing for a fade. There's still distance between 18 and 12. That's where the ultimate support is. Lots of room right here. Again, when this thing starts to fade, the market should start to push upward. All right. Now, the stock that I want to show you guys for today's video that I think y'all should keep on your watch list, that one is Disney. Now, I want to share Disney with you guys, and I'm sure long-term investors are going to love this. All right. First and foremost, it's been crushed from the highs of 200 all the way down to 78. It's trying to make its way back up again. It's trying. It got demolished throughout the last 6 months. All right, but when we zoom closer right here in this region, there is a bullish triangle that broke out a few days ago. And the uptrend, the way it's been setting up for each and every single candle has been nice. I have been having calls on there, have been getting in long, especially after witnessing these bullish pennants intraday on the 5-minute right here. All right, and again, and another one the next day. Like, it's still uptrending, it's still above 93 bucks. I definitely think it can go higher. Like, initially when I see this thing on the 4-hour, the price target is kind of high. All right, but for this video I'm gonna be conservative, and I'm going to say that this thing is going to run to the next level of resistance, which is right here. There are some dip buyers right there who got annihilated on this drop, and they're hoping for a retest so that they can break even or take a very small loss. All right, it's kind of acting like a magnet. I think it's going to get there probably. Like, if I had to take a guess, I would say it's gonna get there by this Friday. I think it's gonna get there by this Friday. Now, could it go higher? That's a maybe, but for the sake of this video, just watch Disney for a long to 96. All right, now let's do an update. In the last video I've mentioned Google, and congrats to anybody who took this one. It was the setup, the structure itself wasn't my favorite because it was a bull flag, but it actually played out well. We had the break right here at 151, and then I shared the video with you guys, and then it jumped overnight, formed a different structure intraday right over here, a bullish pennant once more. This right here was an opportunity to go long for a move to 158, like I've mentioned in that video right here. So congrats if you took that trade. I don't think it's done yet, and with the indices being up right now, we can easily see this thing trying to go for the next level of resistance, which is 170 is a stretch. And I don't see any like solid structures on the 4-hour to justify that move, unless it's in anticipation of a inverse head and shoulders, where we see a move all the way up here to 170, followed by a drop after the 20th, and this is the left shoulder. That's what I mean, in anticipation of that. All right, so unless this this happens, I'm not sure exactly how fast it's going to get to 170. All right, but keep your eyes on it. Obviously the trend is bullish, so don't fight the trend, especially after those rate cuts came in. Do not fight the trend, not a good idea. Now, the next stock that we're gonna look at, this one got demolished on Monday, I believe. Apple took a big hit on the 16th, which was, yeah, this is Monday. So it took a big hit on the 16th because I think they put out the news about the demand for the iPhone 16 isn't as big as anticipated or something like that. Just negative press, and it took it down. It took a dive. And right now, I mean, it broke above this level of resistance. The daily chart is looking kind of good. It's finally got above that 9 SMA. The gap on the left got filled. There isn't any gap. Well, there is one. Yeah, there is one. There is. The next gap to take care of is at 235. And also, we're gonna look at the 4-hour because resistance is right around the corner too. Resistance from here stretches this way. All right, I believe it's going to get here to 230, and probably by this Friday. Yeah, I'm just gonna say by this Friday. It's kind of aggressive. All right, but it's my first initial thought, my first opinion that I have when I look at Apple. And plus, it's lagging behind the Nasdaq anyways. Like, I want you to, we're gonna zoom out and we're gonna compare the two. So this is Apple, right? And then this is QQQ right here. All right. So Apple situation. Apple is located somewhere down here at the level where QQQ was last week, Wednesday. It still has room to make up for. It still has ways to go. So I think right now is the time that it's trying to recover. I will be watching Apple as well. I will be watching Apple. Keep your eyes on this one. This should be a good one tomorrow. I can feel it. So that's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks. And that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday, exactly 10 p.m. when the market shows small candles, small dojis, and little to no movement is anticipated. How do I say this? There's really no need to make a video when there isn't a big move coming. Like the market is just gonna stay flat. All right, but now there's a good reason. Now structures are setting up, volume is coming in, so I'm making a video. All right, so definitely click on that subscribe button and click on the notification bell. That way you get notified when I make these videos. If you'd like to be part of a private community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul Nguma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And also don't forget to get your free stocks after signing up with Weibo using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.